Welcome back to the Curse of Los. And we welcome back two of our players, Crag and Q, who need to be caught up on what's been going on, since it has been a few weeks.
Yes, definitely. Crag and Q need to be caught on. Nobody else. Nobody else.
In a nutshell, let me make this. Crag was set on fire and almost killed by Wreck, who set up a cold
Oh,
fire
right, that right, okay.
to get rid of and kill off the vampire spawns that are working for Los that are huddled up in the coffin maker's shop. That fire got out of control.
Mm-hmm.
The city and the guards came in, and luckily, Rictavio came to save you in his cart. But it's not really Rictavio. It is Jack Slater from the last action hero movie.
Yeah, no, I was here. I was here for that bit.
Hello.
Rescuing the artifact. The church is now re-sanctified, or at least protective against any undead. This is where Crag and Q had split off, because I'm assuming in the Crag and Q needed to discuss some important matters of her sister, Illyria. Sorry. Meanwhile, the rest of the party went on a little adventure of their own, too, because Jack Slater noticed that Scar has enough of a weapon to battle the monster that is Los. She needs something. Her weapon, being non-magical, is not good against these creatures. So they went out and they searched for a couple of key ingredients, one of which being that elusive, I've been calling it iridium, but it should be called what's it called? Residium. Residium. From Whitestone. You know, Whitestone, that area where the Briarwoods, they concentrated iridium becomes some sort of magical enhancer, binder. Very dangerous stuff. You've met with Blinky at his shop, and his cute little monkey Piccolo that was running around causing havoc left and right. Scar came away with a nice little doll that looks like Q and Illyria, as well as you came back with a big old sampling of residium that you can. I'm going to start calling it correctly now. Residium that you use to enhance your axe. So, Scar's got a new axe. They've met Blinksy, and who was kind of working for Los, even though he's been pressured into working by Los. But of course, there's no use not Wreck. Red did a fantastic job of intimidating them way more than Los. You did this great little ceremony, and you got the axe back. Powerful new weapon for Scar. Anything else that I have missed so far? Oh, that's right. You all were invited to dinner at midnight. To Los. But let's pause here for a second and talk about Crag and Q.
No, I'm sure Crag and Q lived happily ever after. There's nothing to see here. No concerns. Everything's good there.
There are no droids. These are not
So
the
because we
droids in the-
because we
There's no
split
bad
the
endings
party,
here.
story-wise, we split the party while they went on in search of upgrading Scar's weapon, while Crag and Q stayed in the church to discuss her sister. I guess first off, let's start off with Q. What's going through your head right now?
Well, everyone can start to notice I do not care for Slater at all. I can't read him. I can't get a judge of him. On top of the fact, former cousin of mine has offered us to a dinner party. So I'm not in the greatest of mood because I don't know what to expect from either side.
In that time that they split off, let's say it took maybe half a day, because by the time when we get back to the story full-wise, I'll reintroduce everybody and we'll get ready to go to dinner. But in that time, Q spends it, away from the group, possibly with Crag. They're at the church. Is there anything special that you would have liked to have done, Q, or discuss? Find out about stuff. Otherwise, we could just have a nice little chat about and find out some info dump on your sister and how you feel about that. In fact, that's what the priest probably does. But I'll let you talk first. I'll let you see if there's anything in particular that you want to achieve in that time that was gone. Q, nothing?
Nope.
All right. What about you, Craig?
I think Crag is just trying to, think about what would be. So he's maybe like quizzing you about more about, going, well, Los. What more can you tell me about him?
He's just being very quiet, it looks like. I'd like for you to maybe reflect on I think the priest might have in this time, because I want to keep this short. We don't got much where to go much, but I think in this time, I think Father Ivanovich wants to say something important that you guys missed. Our little group of rebellion. In order to identify each other, we say, I have friends everywhere. You are now friends of ours. Elira, we've got her on the move at the time being, but that can only be a solution for so long. Q, it must be very difficult to find out that you have real blood family, sister. How has that hit? How do you feel about that?
Hugh just looks over and goes, "What blood family?"
Well, Illyra.
Arena?
Irina, I'm sorry.
What the heck is it? Illyra.
I am so sorry, guys. My brain was
You're
not in it.
okay.
Totally. That changes everything, doesn't it? Irina. I'm sorry. Irina. Dang, why did I was mixing Allura with Irina, and
Yeah.
and it came
I
out
was
like
literally going with it, just like going
no.
with it.
No.
So
Thank you for
you-
that. I am so sorry. That's it.
I'm loving
Please
the
continue.
show.
Irina.
Got my
It's been 2
popcorn.
weeks, guys. 3 weeks.
Arena and Irina and Q.
I think you've given.
Irina and Q.
I think you've maybe written up too many female characters with similar names.
It's the problem is I took Irina literally from this story.
Yeah.
And there was another Irina, so yeah, there is that. All right. Let's just move on from this.
Mhm.
Let's just move on from this. Eventually, Scar, Wreck,
Armolad.
Armolad, can you change your name on the screen? Or yeah, can I change it?
Okay.
It helps me tremendously because this way I could just look and not have to try to remember and interrupt my flow of thought.
I didn't even think those were visible. Okay.
Jack Slater comes back, being towed by the two giant white tigers. Safe area. Gathers all of you together.
Nice kitties.
Yeah. Thank you, Sigmund and Freud. Yeah, Sigmund and Freud. They have been with me for a long time. At and Piccolo as well. The little monkey, I gave him to be taken care of by Blinky for an exchange for information and access. I must, because I maintain an appearance of a circus performer, random entertainer. But we're friends. We're fighting against Los. Anyways, I suppose I should tell you how this started. He recalls the effects. He recalls the ending of The Last Action Hero, the movie, with the golden ticket, and Danny, having the ticket that belonged to what was that magician called? Houdini.
Mhm.
The great magician Houdini, who is probably from this land and created this artifact, which is how him and many other wizards escaped to dirt and other realms. Anyways, when Los became of age, he went looking for Danny again. Still lived in New York, but now he's older. Or was. Had a family. Nice dog. Los wanted that ticket. I was pulled and was there to try to stop Los from getting it. I could either protect Danny or let Los go. Took that golden ticket. Killed their dog. Did unspeakable things, and I've been chasing him ever since. I cannot rest and go back.
Important question. Whose dog was that?
Danny's dog, the in the movie, the last action here, the little kid, he's now grown up, has a family of his own.
Has he changed his name to Wick?
I was going to say, if you really want to scare Los, just tell him you realize Danny was just dog sitting John Wick's dog.
He was just
he's
dog
scared
sitting
of
for
Wick.
John Wick.
Personally, I don't think he's scared of Wick at all.
When I was in the dirt realm, I did not have the same abilities or powers. I was more vulnerable, invincible. Los was dangerous in the real world already. Now that he is here, with these abilities, he is near unstoppable. And in chasing them, I have become something different. But my goal is the same. To take him out and avenge Danny. And stop Los from all of this. He knows I am chasing him, so he has forbidden me from attending this dinner that he has invited you all to. He does not know exactly where I am at, of course, because have such good disguise, yeah? Anyways, if he does find me, that would be big mistake for him.
Wait. Q's looking at this. Go. Wait. You're not invited.
9. Only
Really?
you 5. 5. I do not know that Los knows that I am working with you. I do not know. He has spies everywhere, but I have been very careful. And so should you. But if you get a chance, find out as much as you can, but I've warned you. You will be under the rules of hospitality. You remember that? Under those rules, he cannot physically harm you, or you him. The first one that does will immediately lose their powers.
What powers?
Q walks up to you and goes, "Do you look good in blue or green?"
To me?
No, to Slater.
Blue? But why?
You're my +1.
No. This is not a good idea. I'm sorry.
No, I insist. Out of everybody in this party, if he wants me there, he's going to play exactly like I'm going to play for him. You will be my +1.
All
This is a
persuasion.
bad idea. He will know who I am, and I will not be able to work in these shadows to collect the necessary things. He has other ways of sensing. They do not just rely on vision and disguise. Invisibility is even no good against them. This is not a good idea, Q. I'm sorry.
If I have to be out in the open with him, you need to as well. Two can play the same game.
And also, if you're going to
With that,
be,
like, there's a look of almost like hatred and fear, and he walks out of the cart by himself to stand and think about this, looking up at the sky, and he goes out by himself just to think and be alone for a bit. Scar?
I don't think it's a good idea for him to come, Q.
He's
If
convincible,
I
by the
have
way.
to go to this party, which my Q puts down what she's about to eat. If I have to be at this dinner party and I have to play and save face with former family, he can play the same game with me. I can bring whoever I choose to bring too.
But you're breaking his cover.
Do I look like I
You don't care.
trust him?
Crag's just going to look at you. What if loss is as powerful as Slater's trying to make out? Do you think Slater's got a disguise that loss is not going to see through? I think loss has just been toying with him. And what's Slater going to do when we're having this dinner? Because what if Loss uses whatever Slater's doing as an excuse for breaking in? Say, oh, you're working with him and you've broken the agreement for hospitality.
And to put it politely, none of you is inviting him but me. What's Los going to do to pretty old former family? Nothing under his rule of hospitality. Because then that means he has to break his own rules just to punish little old me.
Kind of a good idea. Kind of liking this.
As long as the invitation doesn't exclude us bringing someone to help, as long as it doesn't say it's purely all five of us and no one else, she's
But
allowed to
even
do
if
it.
it did state that, I'm inviting him like he's part of my family, which under Los's invitation is family included. So I'm doing the hospitality of what Los is doing. None of you will be faulted or in trouble with Los. It will just be me.
One of you all need to go and talk to him and convince him. Who wants to volunteer for that? I volunteer Scar.
Scar has been voluntold.
Voluntold. Bye-bye.
Fuck. No, I'm trying to, keep him from going. I don't want him to go. I even said that. Why am I the one voluntold to do it? I'm not going to be convincing.
Because of that thing that we discussed earlier.
I know, but I don't want him to go there.
Either that, or we would save that for later. This is a
Save
good
it for
opportunity.
later.
Save it for later, and it is then.
So I'm
And
not
that-
a good person. And the fact that y'all, the party decided that Scar is supposed to go and talk to him.
Well,
It's
that
like,
was just Los throwing an
Yeah.
opportunity. You really, who wants to go and try to convince him?
Craig, do
pick
you
the
want to go
person-
with me and do this?
I don't think he should go myself, but
Oh,
I think, how about we all put our reasons why? But at the same time, do you think him running around is going to be benefiting us? Because the way I'm looking at it, if he had the handle on Los, he would have already beaten him. He's not. And I don't know what voice I'm doing with Crag at the moment. Sorry.
that's all right.
Suddenly, he's an Oxford professor. Right.
I got a lot of lingles to juggle today, so we're
Yeah,
all right.
okay.
Don't worry about it.
Is like, let's look at. Yeah, that's more it. Look at it this way: if he was able to do anything about Los, he wouldn't be hiding. He's hiding. And if Los's abilities were as what he made out, then I don't think he's able to hide successfully.
We forgot the audience. What does the audience want?
Mm.
Froggy, you want
Froggy.
Slater in on this or not?
Slater, you're huge. You can't hide in shadows.
Truthfully, as you gotta also look at it. I've been here for how many months? And he knows I'm here.
All right, he walks back in.
damn it. I don't want him to go.
I was figuring he wouldn't walk back in. He would have already left.
You, are you, you, are you scared of him? Here, is this why you want me there?
Oh, I'm not scared at all. Again, I grew up with Los. I know how he works as much as he knows how I work. I don't believe for a second you've been hiding from his shadows. If I've been here for months under disguises of little girls and villagers, you're not hiding as well. And I know straight up, none of these people will be insulted if I invite you under family.
Roll me a persuasion check. First roll of the day, guys. Very important here. Fucking dog.
You love me, Carlos. Love me.
Okay. But there are a few rules or things that you should know. He is likely going to try to either tempt you or provoke you. That is the way of him. He will likely try to provoke all of you. Do not attack him. Do not cause any violence. Do not go into any restricted zones. Or at least do not get caught doing that. And he cannot willingly turn you or feed you anything that would harm you. He takes, there is a vow of, in the hospitality of that, no harming. However, he will try to get as much information from you as possible. Or, I do not know.
But the information goes both ways.
Yeah. I suggest we have a few hours left before midnight when his carriage will arrive and take us to his castle. I suggest you all get some rest, unless you have any more questions for me or for Q.
You said you liked blue, right?
Yeah.
Q opens up her bag of holding, pulls out a smashing blue suit. I have the matching outfit. Here you go.
This is I'm a rather large person. I'm older, yeah, but still have a bit. Oh, this is nice material.
It used to be Los's.
Wow. You are coming in with a statement, aren't you?
Welcome to the family.
Just to be clear, the invitation does not necessarily mean that I have to be of the family. It could just be your +1.
I'm extending family onto you due to the fact I know my cousin pretty well.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you. If that would be all, I will see you in a few hours. And we will meet our fates, I suppose.
Setting the scene.
He, of course, changes. Interesting cue. God damn it, you're such a pain in the ass.
Nya, nya, nya.
You just like
What?
totally derailed his plan for.
Oh, hold on, no.
Yeah.
No DM should be expecting he can get away. It's
It's
like
all good.
any
Listen,
DM's plans
it's-
do not
it's all
survive
good.
contact with the party ever.
It's
Okay?
all good. It's all
Yep.
good. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
This
okay,
is all perfectly fine.
let me be honest, and John can testify.
Yep.
And Carlos is starting to realize this. My characters break the game for any reason, and I don't know why. They just do.
Because you don't like to hear no. That's why. Anyways,
That's improv.
a few
Yes,
hours
and.
pass.
Come
You
on,
guys
yes,
do whatever
and.
little preparations that you want to do. Unless there's anything interesting happening, we should go to break
I think.
and then to dinner.
Let's do a quick break and then dinner. Because now he has to rethink how he's his strategy. He needs to break.
Nah, this is
Yeah.
No,
this is-
he's just thinking, how many different accents do I have to do in this dinner? That's
yeah,
what
that's
it is.
exactly what I'm thinking.
That's what he did once later there. He's doing
That's
a German
exactly the reason
Now
why.
he's going to have to go from a German accent for one voice, and then he's going to have to go. So what you do is you position yourself one way when you're Slater, and then you do the other way when you're doing it as Loss, right? And you go backwards and forwards. Just get it in your head which one's which.
Well,
You'll go in
we'll
the
return
circle.
with this long-awaited dinner scene that we've waited 3 weeks for.
So
When we
are
get
we
back
definitely
in
doing a
10
break?
minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes.
Okay.
9 minutes, actually.
Hello, kids. They're back.
We has returned. en route to the dinner. Let me get one last piece of information that I forgot that I needed. Go. No. Yes. Bring that out. And this way. Okay. Stroke of midnight. Boom. Boom. The church bells ring out loudly, announcing the passing from one day to the other. Deathly dark night. It's silent and misty and foggy. It's strangely silent this time of night, save but the booming of the bells announcing. That silence only shattered as well by the clop, 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 clop of approaching hooves, of an approaching carriage. Loudly they get to the edge of the church property where the gate is, and does not pass through the entrance, as at the far side are 4 midnight black horses attached to a black carriage as well, with little frills in the windows, very decorative, but all in accents of black. As you and Jack Slater approaches, the first thing to notice, besides the massive black horses that are spitting out steam here in the night, is that there is no driver present. No living being besides these 4 black horses. The carriage door opens invitingly. Well, ladies first. Yeah.
You see Scar looking between the open door and the place where there's supposed to be a person sitting.
Yeah.
We have ladies here?
Of course.
Is that
Funny.
what Rick says as he actually just steps onto the carriage first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Funny,
I think then
I
that's
knew
when
you were
Crag says,
female
well, I
to
think
begin
you've just
with.
declared that you're the lady.
Yep.
I am wearing the most elaborate of robes, aren't I? I am dressed for the occasion.
And this suit fits me a little bit tight, but it's good.
It looks good. And Scar goes into the into the carriage.
Yeah, same. We all pile into the carriage. Unless anything, Q, you had your hand raised?
Oh. Nope, I'm good.
You all pile into the carriage. The interior as well as matching midnight black with a little bit of accents of different shades. There's also a little bit of a red, brightly, not so much red, but crimson or burgundy accents thinly in the stitchings, with the traditional S symbol for Santos and for Strahd. As soon as the last person enters in, the doors close with a loud and final clang, clang. And then the horses just start moving on their own, steadying rapidly the pace, as there is room for all 6 of you there. 3 in the front, 3 in the back. The journey's not too long. these horses seem to be going at a certain pace extremely fast, running at full speed, yet in the interior of the carriage it barely seems to shuffle. It's almost like it's moving out of time and place. In less than maybe 15, what feels to be like 20 minutes of just watching the things pass, the village quickly pass by. It starts slowing down to a more normal speed as you're approaching the top of the cliff where the castle Ravenloft sits. Castle Ravenloft sits on top of a ruin of an old fortress. Anyways, nearby as you're approaching the castle, there's also signs of village huts and houses, forgeries, some factories, as well as a healthy amount of beef cattle in the area approaching, in the surrounding area up to it. And then nothing but scraggly trees, darkness. It almost feels like they make a tunnel with all these leaves touching, intertwined from one side of the road to the other. It seems to be that you see, if you look out the window, for those of you, you think you see movement in between the branches of the trees in the far distance. It's difficult because it's dark with different shades of dark. Until abruptly, the horses start slowing, come to a full stop at the front entrance of Castle Briarwood.
Wooster, did you want to show Froggy what Castle Briarwood looks like?
Oh, you can see that?
Just briefly, yes.
Fair. Where's the button? Boom.
That's a good reference point, yeah.
Very tall.
Yeah, very tall, very deep, lots of layers.
Wow.
Like an onion.
It's really tall.
And there is also some basement, or at least I have heard that the crypts are underneath, and that is where you can possibly find the tomb that holds Saint, the saint with the stone.
The bone?
Oh, what happened here?
The saint with the bone?
Yeah.
Markovia.
Did I lose my zoom?
We can still see you.
You probably...
There it goes. I shrunk it to the corner. That's what happened. All right. Thank you. Okay.
Carlos was scared of the castle and he went and hid in the corner.
All right, where are we? Back again. There we go. Okay, so with that coming to a full stop, the doors open. There's a lady, tall, thin, white, pure white fair skin with dark raven hair, in a suit, but not too fancy, like one of the maids. She's by the front door, and as she sees the carriage come by, she gestures for you all to step out and follow.
I think she wants the horses to go in first.
You follow for a bit, and once she arrives to the big front open area, the front major doors, as her approach, they open slowly and loudly. Dust and things settles out. The walls of Ravenloft Collection.
Our house seems to have a door fetish, but not an oiling the hinges fetish.
Thick, cold swirls in this courtyard. You're led through the initial courtyard. Silent, dark. There's candles, and there's partially like open air area. You're led toward like the interior castle portion, where it's all very seems under reconstruction. A lot of areas are either crumbling or very modernized. It's a mixture of both. The parts that are crumbling are old, dusty, still full of cobwebs, like they're still discovering rooms. As you swing and pass by, there's many old, dusty paintings along the walls of ancient people that have lived here back and forth. At first glance or inspection, there are regal people, but none of them here recognize. They look familiar to like Los or the Los family, the Santos. Of course, after you pass by, then the eyes start following you.
I'm going to do, Carlos, I'd like to do something that most parties don't seem to do right at the beginning.
Absolutely.
But it seems like it's the most logical thing to do. Is what I'm seeing real?
Oh boy.
Probably looks real to me.
You
Plus 8 and a roll of 3 and a 5.
there's these the chandeliers that candle holders from the outside. As you approach to look and inspect closely to one of these, there is a hand. All of these chandeliers are like holding being held together by like the hand. As you start moving and like as you get starting closer, like the hand itself moves towards you to illuminate that area even more. And as you look carefully again, as you like go to look at it, again, it's just a normal hand. You're not sure now if your memory was playing tricks on you or not, whether the hands are actually holding the chandeliers moving, as well as the eyes on the people. Anything else anybody wants to do? That lady that was guiding you, she's just stopping and plain facedly just looking at you without saying a word again.
Well, what are we standing here for? Let us go. I have an empty belly and a feast waiting.
And she just continues walking through the hallway.
March.
Lady Lurch.
That's all I could think of. Lurch. We follow.
It's not the Santos family, it's the Adams family, yes.
The door is open to the dining room. In fact, hang on a second. There's something. Give me a few seconds here. While I bring it up, the thing I'm supposed to read. Nope. Where is it? There we go. Port. King's balcony. Nope, 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 nope. Main floor. Great entry. Guest hall, dining hall. There we go. Three enormous crystal chandeliers brightly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls, supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with a fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with many delicate foods, roasted beef, basted in savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, sweet fruits and vegetables. Places are set for each of you, with fine, delicate china and silver. At each plate is a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid with a delicate, tantalizing fragrance. At the center of the far west wall, between floor to ceiling mirror, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare out a thunderous melody that speaks in its tone of greatness and despair. Seated at the organ, facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the keys in enraptured ecstasy. The figure suddenly stops, and as dead silence falls over the dining hall, Los finally turns around and greets you. Welcome. Please sit. Seated there as well is not just a place for all of you, but as well two others. Where are they named? Did I lose them? I bet you lost them.
I'm really glad he stopped playing the organ because I was told there would be no torture.
No. That's what the bagpipes are for.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
here we go.
John just got stabbed in the back.
I literally thought bagpipes were invented just so you can use them on the English.
The Baron Vargas Valakovich, and his wife, the Baroness Lydia Petrovna.
Doesn't start with an A.
And his son is there. You know, you could tell there's nameplates for everybody there. As he starts saying, as he starts pointing to me, Lord, this is the burgomaster of Valaki, where you're sitting across them, and he takes a table at the seats at the head of the table.
Just out of interest sake, what is the you said there's nameplates for each? What's the nameplate for Rictavio's seat? Say.
Rictavio doesn't have one yet.
No, you sent a response back that
Nope.
No, I
let's
did
resolve
not.
this. Let's resolve this right now.
This was just spring dawn.
Well, his horses might have told him that there were 6 of us instead of 5.
That's what I'm trying. What I'm trying to figure out right now. Trying to figure out. No, you know what, Los. This is a great opportunity for Los.
I don't see Los being surprised.
You have to always complicate things, don't you?
I have to complicate things. I thought it was a family tradition to complicate people.
Please sit down, Mr. Slater. With an obvious look of recognition, and Jack sits next to you as well, Q. In between you and Los. Actually,
Los should be
No.
across.
you'd sit across, so yeah. Q is seated right across, but as so he sits next to Scar, which is just across from you. Empty seat.
I've just got this image, the actual seat that Slater actually has to sit in. Isn't actually proper size. It's more like a kid's chair for him.
I was gonna say, if I'm sitting across from Los, then Slater is to my left, which would be his right. If you were doing it, man, the woman.
Speaking of guests and family, with the prompting, Tia Laura, gracias, and Mama Maria as well come from sitting from like the shadows, what seemed to be like the corners where you couldn't quite, or your attention was not put. They approach from there silently. Tia Laura, Aunt Laura. She's dressed in almost still in that same familiar veil, black veil covering her face. Wearing a black outfit, one almost like as if she's mourning, perpetually in mourning, but almost seems flowy and almost like a mixture of like something that if you took a witch and a mourning outfit, slammed them together, put a veil to cover her face, and similarly dressed as well is Maria, Los's mother, who seems to be old and decrepit, almost very hunched over, moves very slowly, and Los very carefully moves to the other side of the table, pulls her chair. Actually, not Los. There's many servants nearby. One of them quickly assists. Two of them assist her to sit down and push the chair forward for her. You could see her frail hands moving and reaching things. The lady that had brought you, that had followed you, Los looks at her. Gracias, Hitchcock. You can go now.
Ah,
He looks at you, opens her mouth fully. Her tongue has been cut out. She heard you like laugh at the name, and she does that to show you, and then she just walks out and leaves.
Alfreda?
Now I'm hungry.
There is food to be had, of course. We eat well here. We have fresh steaks for everybody being prepared. A whole 5-course meal. But first...
Sorry, this is me laughing, not my character. And he's going to give us steaks? That gives me an idea. Steaks, stabby, steaks.
There's a little bit of soup already at the table with a little bit of bread, and with a little bit of bread. Also, many appetizers laid throughout the table. We have a lot to discuss, but it's always good to discuss it on a full meal. Don't you agree, Baron Victor? Or Baroness Lydia? Yeah. The other Baron nervously like looks down at his soup and is unsure of like whether he should eat it or not. It's quite good. It's quite good. Yes, yes. Thank you very much for having me and my wife and my son and my lovely family here. Thank you very much.
You seem nervous, Baron.
Don't placate him. Just be honest. He can't do anything to you right now.
Right now. And wait a minute, Baron. This is your
That's
home.
right. No, we went to, the home was the Valaki home. We decided not to go there. You said you wanted to go to Castle Briarwood, because down here is where the bone is. That was what brought your attention. So we decided to make dinner here at the castle. I happened to bring the Baroness and the Baron to discuss this misunderstanding between all parties. But please, a seat first. Snaps his finger, and immediately who's had, first off, who's had and who ate any of the soup so far provided?
Crag's not touching any of it. He just goes, misunderstanding it, or just quite simply, you took property of my order. So if you want to resolve things, you can just return Excalibur to us.
We'll get to that after dinner.
But besides that, are we also discussing my life, or is that not on the table?
Food before business. I'd hate to discuss business on an empty stomach.
Oh, I'm a
It's
business
not good.
transaction. I love this idea.
Please, I've had these done steaks, done special, in the Barovian style.
Crag's just going to go, you're invited us here. Get rid of that amateur dramatics, because we're your guests. So don't even try to threaten us, because if you do take any action, you lose your power. And if we take any action, you lose our powers.
So we understand each other.
Yes. And I think we can agree that we're going to disagree on things. We don't like each other. We've been fighting each other.
You've got it all wrong. So
please
wrong.
Greg,
enlighten me.
The food. The servants plopped down a steak, Barovian style. Well sizzled on the outside, done in butter, but still medium rare on the inside. Served on a wooden platter, still on its, like, there's a metal thing that it's sizzling on to keep it like warm, and on but it's on a wood so that you don't burn yourself. He cuts into it, pulls out a nice little bit on the fork. There's even a little blackberry sauce to go along with it. Freshly, how can I say this? I love the Barovian style. Freshly
and you
slaughtered.
forgot to feed your
cow.
mother first again, sir.
You look over, and the servants are like cutting little tiny pieces for her. She's been well taken care of.
Yes, but remember, when we used to be kids, your mother had to have the first bite. You just ate before her.
You should know then that I am now the head of household. This is my house now. This is my land, and I'm in charge. I
Yes.
eat the first bite.
Yes, but you made that rule back before you got your power. So why would you take it away now from her?
I just explained it to you. You just don't listen like always. Or you refuse to listen.
I'm hungry. I'm digging in.
He was waiting until Los's mother eats first, and Laura.
Perfect. So on that, the mother lifts up like that little veil, clearly old, cheeks sunken in. She's got this fierceness of face that comes from, when people get old and get mean and they start losing their mind. She's got that look, ultra old Karen look, raised. Her opens her mouth, rotting teeth. Slowly, her hands are trembling, holding the fork as she's just masticating in the most grossest sounding way. Little burps and.
Is she eating tomatoes?
One of the servants goes to wipe off a little bit of dribbling, still fresh. Because these are medium rare steaks, they have that little blood still going down. They're wiping it off her.
Just out of interest sake, would this be considered an offensive spell?
All right. When I hear
Technically,
that,
yes.
Yes.
when I hear the
It
word,
would be-
if
it
is
would be.
this, I think if you're having to say this, is
Just
this,
so we don't have to listen to her masticating the food.
You see Scar just almost vomit from the sound.
Well,
First off, to answer your question, Armolad,
Yes.
you should try it and find out.
Actually, I know it wouldn't be an offensive spell if I cast it on myself. That way I wouldn't have to listen.
no,
But
but
no.
It will be
it's-
on a meta narrative. It would be an offensive spell.
I never
Sure,
met a
your
narrative
cast-
I liked.
right.
So
So,
the Los family you cannot touch. So anything you think would work is a no-go.
so Crag's just actually going to stand up. He's actually going to walk over to Maria, and he's going to actually take the knife and actually cut the steaks.
The guys have been doing that already. They've
Well,
already cut. They're all into tiny
He's
little
actually going to
chunks.
cut them into smaller pieces, and he's just going to send the actual servant away.
The
and then just
second you touch the knives, everybody freezes. The second you touch the knives and Los looks at you very carefully. What are you doing?
I don't
Crag?
harm.
Wait. Q's gonna get up. Craig, let me handle what you're about to do.
Just think that someone should have dignity when they're dying, and it could be done a wee bit better for her. That's all.
How thoughtful of you. Please sit down and finish your meal. Q, would you do the honor?
Of course, for my aunt, yes.
You see Scar just moving the food around on her plate. She's not eating. She's like so the noise, it just she has no appetite whatsoever now. So she's just moving the food on the plate.
To cut through this tension and rudeness, this is quite delicious. Thank you very much. Strahd. We appreciate it, right, honey? Right? Say how much you like this. Say how much you like this.
Don't you mean
Yes.
Los?
Huh?
Don't you mean Los?
He knows me by a different name. Yes, that's what I said, Strahd.
Selective hearing. Okay.
It's part of the bargain. He just silently finishes his meal. I mean, he finishes the steak quickly in big, chunky bites. He's wearing a white. Actually, this was for Jack Slater, who's just still there quietly and just taking in as much information as possible. Meanwhile, Los is wearing an all white suit. Almost looks like of the Colonel, KFC Colonel.
Colonel Sanders.
A southern
Colonel Sanders.
plantation owner.
Yeah, very much like a plantation owner style, except that a more modernized and sleek, a European look, dirty European look.
With more slaves than any plantation owner could dream of.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, he's got practically a country at his beck and call at the moment.
But it's now partially ruined because there's a drippings of bright red blood from the steak still on it.
I'm so
Yeah.
tempted to make a comment about a bib, but okay.
Do it. Do it. Before you do it, then, Grandma, the Maria, the mom, or Aunt Laura, and Laura. Los, you dropped a little bit on your shirt, on your suit. Let me take care of that for you. He uses her fingers, and you could see like the blood droplets, like where would that like spread and soaked, come together and just lift off. One solid, like one little globule of like little drop globule of blood, and she just snaps her finger and just burns up and disappears. Gracias, tia. If you'd like to discuss business now.
Hugh finishes cutting up the food, and what she does is she calls over a server and takes the knife and hands it to him and says, "She will not need this anymore for this course. Bring her a new one." And goes back to where she was sitting.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I want to keep track.
Mm-hmm.
Crag didn't touch the soup. Definitely didn't touch the steak.
Oh, yeah.
Scar is not in steak.
No, I didn't eat the soup either. I didn't have anything.
Rare is how is the steak for you?
I'm more of a fan of a well done steak. Well, it suffices.
Armolad?
I've had better, but it is really good tasting.
And Q.
Oh, and the soup was a little runny.
Hugh
It's
didn't
supposed-
have any of the soup because the steak came out. But when she came back to her steak, she realized something was wrong with her steak. But she played face right with Los and took a bite into it. Her steak was on the rarer side of medium rare.
The burgomasters, the Baron. The burgomasters and his wife are still finishing up and just anxiously, there. Okay. So So delicious, so delicious. Thank you, so good, so good. We were talking about misunderstandings and things being taken. The burgomaster here thinks that you are here to cause mayhem. The town of Alaki had businesses burnt down in some sort of magical fire. He seems to think that you, being strangers to this land, and might be a likely suspect. yeah. What have you to say on behalf of yourselves?
Perhaps it was an infestation.
There you have it. An infestation. yeah. Many rats and bats and things. Yeah.
No, it wasn't bats or rats this time.
No, more like creatures that walk in the night.
We've had
Especially
issues with
term.
creatures that walk in the night here too. I've been sworn to protect these lands against foreign instigators, creatures of the night that will disturb and hunt down and hurt the people.
Strange that you're accusing foreign instigators, concerning that from everything that I've heard. These creatures of the night were here way before I came to here. So, or even my compatriots.
That's exactly right. What do you say about that, Burgomaster? These werewolf attacks that have been taking people and children, they were long here before they were here. Look at them. They've been eating silverware. They cannot be these creatures of the night, these werewolves, these things that you have described. I told you I'd keep you safe from them.
Just
They
a
say
point.
it's not them.
We are not eating silverware.
I mean, eating with silverware.
Yes, okay.
Got a better an idea. Why don't you lift your veil and we can just go on our merry way back home?
I don't understand.
Oh, the thing that keeps us here. We can't leave.
That is what I need your help with. Burgomaster, do you have any more questions for these fine folks? Or are you satisfied? Well, if they didn't burn it down, then okay. Well, then I guess we have nothing to worry about. Are you going to attend the ceremony? And Lois says, "You are dismissed now. We have other matters to attend to." Oh, okay. And you can see like servants come from the shadows immediately and just start like pulling their chair in a firm yet polite manner, indicating that they should leave now.
Don't forget to package up their courses and give it to them.
Oh yes, I have a special dessert. Would you care for dessert now or later?
Aren't we missing some courses in the middle?
We are missing courses, but I'm talking about the Burgermeister and his family because you are interrupting the course meal that they are also planned for. They should actually have their food given to them to go with.
Q, you're so right. Where is my manners? This is why I've invited you all here, and you in particular. Because we've missed you so much. And you always had such a way with people.
R.
Gee,
My
I learned it
apologies.
from someone, and it wasn't from a male.
Apologies, Bergerman. Apologies. Please sit back down and finish your meal. We did like a appetizer course. We did soup course. We did a
Main course.
steak course.
No, steak course, yeah.
Salad course, or something to like a little bit of roughage. All of this, of course, grown from the local lands and farms. Fresh. Tossed salad with looks to be little chunks of something. Little bits of protein. Well, again, they put a sort of a reddish vinaigrette sauce or spicy sauce that's red. Not quite the color of blood or the thickness of it. Almost like a watered down version of that on the salads. Which again, the Burgermeister and his wife and the teenage boy, all three of them look at Q and say, thank you for, so that we could continue eating here. Yes, thank you. I've forgotten how to properly host a dinner party.
Usually, you left that
Lets
to
out the
me,
laughter like
your-
out loud.
Q goes, you usually left that to me, your aunt, and my aunt to handle.
This is another reason why I want your all assistance in being and leaving this land. You and I and we are all trapped here equally. The curse that the Briarwoods left behind has seen to that. We're just as trapped here as you are, unless we work together.
I'm gonna do a perception check on this motherfucker.
Yeah, had a good question, and I know this is going to poke the bear. How did you get trapped here, by the way, with your mom and your aunt?
Like, what brought you here in the first place?
Two things. Number one, did you want an insight or a perception? Or what is your main goal, Crag? And then I'll answer Q.
I am thinking. I actually want to get an idea of how much of this is just him being like a charming salesman, and how much of it is, or is he just being blatantly? He's just saying all these things. I'm trying to get an idea. Is he just saying things that it's obvious it's lies, but he's hoping that one of us will react, just so he can go, "Oh, they
Perfect.
broke." Yeah, so maybe
Roll me an insight, and I'll tell you how much of this is and isn't. 15. It's 50-50, but you're doing a very, very good job of figuring out most of his BS stuff.
Yeah.
He's doing this very, very easy to spot thing of not telling lies, but not telling all of the truth. That's the big thing that you're picking up on, and that as far as I think he seems sincere on that he wants your help. We sought this land out. The artifacts that is here. And your sister was here.
You mean the thing that is blood?
Yes. She was trapped here as well. We came to rescue her because we love her, like we love you. Like we rescued you and brought you to be of our family. Now with your assistance, now with you here, we could finally, all of us, get free. But there are things needed. Artifacts, magics.
Bigger
Or,
question.
Mhm.
How and Q points with her whole hand. And she's looking at Laura. How did you come back from the grave?
Did you kill her during our last encounter?
I did kill her.
A lich never tells. No. Let me take that back. I think you are old enough now to start finding things out. There are ways beyond mortality. Many ways. You killed a body, but not my soul. That is still bound here. And it is now bound in this new body.
So you're a lich. So better yet, I'm sorry to say this, but you've now become Sylvanas Windrunner.
I have become something much greater than that. And so has Maria and Los and many of the few people here. Life here is hard and dangerous from all the creatures that want to harm the people. Imagine a world where you no longer have to worry about hunger, disease,
Just as that's going on, Crag's just going to
violence.
sneeze. And he's just going to say, sorry, allergies.
Imagine a need for not having to rely on priests and their gods and beg for their handouts.
Whatever happened to being actually human? Oh, wait. You're not anymore.
Like you were?
I've never been human, have I?
You've been meta-human. And we
Never
were
what? And the thing is, as Laura says that, Q still has the stake in front of her. I've never been human, that is correct. But I've never been treated once, ever, by you or my aunt like a dog than what Los just did now to me. My own cousin. And she's pointing at the stake that's bloody, bloody rare.
Q. Always such a victim.
I
So
can't be a-
willing to push everybody's buttons and boundaries. Yet I push it just once, gently, little bit. And you fall to pieces. We've been protecting you for too long. You need to become get a thicker skin.
It would be nice to grow a thicker skin. Oh wait, that would mean I'm human.
Listen to me. You're a meta-human. You're more than. You are special. In your blood runs something very potent and special. You're of the... You are meta-human. I have no better way of explaining that. If you come back to us, we can tell you all. You have not been ready, never been mature enough to handle all of the truth.
How can I handle the truth if it's kept away from me?
To protect you. To protect you always.
I see no protection.
That is because you cannot handle the truth yet. Or at least you couldn't. Look at you now. Finding out these things, these revelations in the last 3 months.
Crag's just going to say, it's interesting you talking about maturity, but you're messing with magics that are beyond even you.
Crag. You should not have come here. You came here of your own volition, chasing myths and magics of your own. Telling me how dare I not chase this? You're referring to...
You stole from our temple.
You never should have hidden it! That relic belongs to the people. It has always stood in plain sight where any man as lowly as a farm boy or any high king can dare go up to this stone with the sword in it and attempt to pull it. How dare you and your cult hide it from the very people it belongs to?
Really? And that's why Mordred never got Excalibur, because it was taken away. Are we going to go into Arthadian legends and tales? Are you calling yourself Mordred now?
The sword belonged to the Lady of the Lake. She took it away because humans from your world were shown that you would abuse it, and it was given into our care.
Eyes, twists.
Yeah,
The Lady of the Lake.
yeah.
You
The
dare
sword in the stone
bring
is
her
actually
will
Caliban.
here? It reappeared after my father was killed by the Arcana Pansophago in the
Your
stone
father
again.
was nothing. You're just an upset little boy. I am sorry your father died, but he was a terrible man. He doesn't... You think what you're showing him is love. It's not love. You're just trying to make sense out of... He put himself in the situation that if he truly loved you, he would not have gotten himself into. He would have ensured that he had survived to actually raise you. But all he cared about was power.
You're wrong.
Oh, did you know him? You weren't even born then.
I was 6 years old when you killed him.
You never knew your father.
Correction. Craig did not kill him.
The Arcana Pansophago did.
The Arcana Persophical killed something that they thought was evil. Vice versa, you killed Allura because you thought she was evil. It's funny. Stories have two sides of the same coin. Learn to read both of them.
I
Mistakes
think
were made, but the people who are, I'm sorry to say it, coming up and apologizing and owning up to those, I was not on the other side of the table that I'm looking at, minus Laura and my aunt.
apologies. Like you, abandoning us in my moment of need. When we needed to kill Allura, you left me.
You attacked an innocent person.
You chose the boy over me?
I chose innocence over anything.
After so many innocents that you have led to us, willingly, what made this boy special than all the others? Why did you decide to spare him and not the rest?
He was never involved.
He chose us. He wanted to fight. He wanted to be a man.
Yes, he chose all those things, but there was one thing he did not choose. You shooting him. And the only reason he stood up to you was because he saw something that was not correct and did not see the person he stuck up for. He saw a different man. And that's who I'm starting to see again. You do not own up to your truths.
Actually, I do. I was mad at you, and I did try to take it out at him. Your betrayal hurts me so much. But I was a different person then. I was obsessed with revenge. I thought that killing Allura would fill that hole. It did not.
So you think your quest is going to fill another hole? It's not. It's a simple. It's another pit that you're going to fill up, and when you think you have achieved it, you're going to find it still not satisfying, and you'll go and do the next thing, and then the next thing, and then at some point, if you're ever so lucky, you might look back and you might see how far you've became not what you thought you were going to do when you started on the show. You still have a chance to go down a different road. Everyone does.
The Redeemer, the cultist, he who tried to hide the artifact from the people. Why are you so scared of them? That king, that sword is meant to show the ruler. He who sets him free is meant to rule.
That sword is a double-edged sword. Just because Arthur reigned in good did not mean his son was going to reign in good either. He reigned in terror.
You are correct. This world needs a strong leader. Someone who can make the proper sacrifices. Someone who sees the
So
bigger
what makes you
picture.
worthy?
Who died and made you the king?
His
My
father.
world. My world did. Because people like you
Your world
went
doesn't
in
even
and messed.
recognize you. Your world doesn't even know who your father is.
I see now that you're just trying to provoke me in
He's
anger.
not
Just like
trying
you-
to provoke you. If you're using the word, you are in the wrong as well.
Let's be honest. We're both trying to provoke each other.
You want to know what happened to Excalibur? You want to see? Here, anybody can pull from that. And if they can extract the sword, if they're worthy, they will rule. That's how the legend goes, right? That's the big secret that you prevented. That you didn't want to let anybody else rule.
To be fair, it fits the motive of that kind of philosophical.
Mhm.
They are sort of
Right.
cons, aren't they?
However, people from me, dirt, all the tech, everything that I brought with me, the sacrifices I have made me worthy.
But of what cost?
Hold on. What sacrifices? All I see is that you've actually killed more people. The only sacrifices is no, maybe the morality that you had that you've just ripped into pieces and justifying your arguments.
Sorry, according to who are you
What?
worthy?
Turns out, all you really needed to do was get the handle off of the rock. He pulls out and he shows just the helm part, and I can see where the sword would be broken, ripped off, destroyed.
Ah, so you got a handle. Does that entitle you to the Duchy of Wessex?
It's at this point, Crag just stands.
Hugh is standing up with Crag and going, sit down.
There's no talking with him.
Just sit.
Star is just sitting back watching the family drama.
By the
Everybody
way,
else is
it's,
here for a
it's,
reason too, though.
it's called a hilt, by the way, not a handle.
Yeah.
Hugh walks
Hilt, thank you.
around
Hilt.
the table.
Thank you.
Hugh is walking around the table and says, "Can I see in person?"
No. Sit down. We have more to discuss. Enough of this.
Yeah.
For the rest of you,
And
if we want to really get out, this is only one part of this. You're sorry to interrupt you, kid. Go
Then-
ahead.
Can I make a suggestion? I point to a servant. Come here. Will you let the servant hold it with hands out next to you so we can see it?
Oh, you want to see if you all can hold this thing?
You don't want me touching it?
Those is definitely just a hilt portion. Center of the table. Actually, not center. Intentionally slides a little bit closer to right in front of Crag. You can now see it. Jeweled handle, jewel hilt. Slight engravings. The what are the Celtic runes on it?
Mhm.
But where the metal sword portion of it is broken off.
I come around the table and I'm putting a hand on Craig's shoulder.
Fun fact, it's called a
Don't.
taint.
Do anything stupid right now. As I walk across behind him.
Q, you think you're worthy?
Who said that I was worthy? Simple as. I've got the wisdom to actually question whether or not, if I have the ability to wield such power, I am not arrogant.
Takes it back. Well, I'm surprised by your well-tempered manner.
Maybe you should have came and actually learned with us, and you might have actually gained a greater appreciation of what what we taught, instead of
The-
destroying our sanctums.
Biggest question I have, if I remember my folklore correctly, with the Excalibur broken, how are you truly your leader?
It's missing something. And I brought
So-
all of you here, except for Crag, and except for Jack. I brought all of you here on purpose. Did
So
you
you're
know?
telling us it was broken already?
I broke it. It did. I catch up.
Yeah, like you see, the part that he's missing is the rest of the blade that's actually in the stone.
I need something different. I'll get to that if you just be quiet. There's an artifact. Special sword. Mythic sword. Sword from a land. In a time. Far away. A long, long time ago. Far, far away.
Oh, a lightsaber.
Yes. I need it. I want it here willingly. I think you all here as well. The best people to get it for me.
You
I
mean
specifically made a deal with several people for getting all of you. Chance and the gentleman willingly gave all of you here. Armolad, hasn't it been strange that for the last year, there's been no fights, surprises, any of my men have attacked or caused any issues?
You mean since before we got here or after we got here? There's
Since
been a lot
before.
since.
Since before. I
Uh,
asked.
There
Go ahead.
were some before we arrived here.
Minor
on the way to get
skirmishes. Oh, that no. Chance saw the power and discretion that I could bring here, but my needs are simple. I needed to reunite my family. And I asked him for the best. Armolad, you so far has led your most battles against me and my men to try to, stop? Why? Join. Help me with this. We can all get out.
So your recruiting method of getting people to help you is to constantly ambush them?
That was
your
the
logic
wolves.
is
The wolves got to you. I was just trying to invite you in.
the
There's been
wolves,
such
the
misunderstanding.
vampires, the bears, oh my, without the bears. Well, there was a monkey, but
I wanted you here. And he gave me you. Scar as well. And Re. The gentleman gave you up like this. We had infiltrated so much, shown her real power. Last we met, she was so scared of what she saw. I'm not a threat to her though. But I wanted somebody able.
So you were not a threat to her, but you still threatened her.
She came looking, we met briefly. And then we met again. And we came up with a great deal. Resh, she gave you up. But not only do I want you in the group, I've watched you for a long time. There's history with us. I have a present for you. Snaps his finger. Another servant comes by with a delicate wooden box. The handle. Lifts it up to a pair of pink bunny slippers. I think these were your father's. You never really found out what happened to your father, did you?
This is another Star Wars
Died?
reference.
After all the time with the Arcana Pansophical, they didn't tell you? We were there. We have video. There's this exact thing right here. It's like a puck. And he sets it on the table, pushes a little button on it, and almost like a 3D holographic image goes up. But it's just an image of a 2D video camera thing.
Mhm.
Where it shows again Woosterion pointing the finger. Scar and Armolad were there. Did they ever tell you, Brad? Did they ever let you know?
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't. Bush's play, you could see again Scar just frozen. Unable to move, not moving. And Armolad too. Your father was a brave, brave man. Sizzle, your eyes are just locked in that moment. Seeing him go.
You see Scar, her eyes are starting to, the emotional of that moment.
Just
Playing it.
with with Carlos saying your father was a brave man, Crag's just gonna say, yeah, definitely braver than Carlos's father, that's for sure.
The tape
You're
is
hurting.
just now back and forth, 5 seconds of him just like being distracted. Puff, puff. It's stuck in the loop. Puff.
So, Carlosito,
That's
do you know where
mental-
my father's body is?
Dust.
The same lies Arcana Pansophical tells. You're no better than they are.
Look at here. And inside when I say look in the shoes. Ashy remains of ashy and remains.
And?
There is the rest of him.
That's... Nah, you're lying to me. Show me the body. Otherwise I will not believe a word of you.
It is difficult when somebody's shown the truth. That the Arcana Pansophical has been hiding this from you for so long. You can keep the tape. Scar.
I don't remember this battle, honestly.
I do.
And plus, we replayed it a couple weeks ago too, right?
What wasn't
In a
wasn't
nightmare.
I? Oh, okay.
It was going
Okay.
into the Briarwood
I-
Castle, going to
There's-
the ziggurat.
Yes,
I
I know,
I
but
rewatched it recently.
was I? Wasn't I actually fighting Laura during that battle?
So the question
you
is,
can
who actually
remember-
could cast the disintegrate spell
If you
that
can't
killed?
remember, then I'm telling you how it is.
So I have to go back and look at it. Okay.
I mean, yes, that is the answer. That is the answer.
Or someone's doctored the footage.
And
I thought that you would not do any harm.
physical. Oh,
That's not
Like you?
distinct.
and he reaches. He grabs. There's another serpent nearby with another box. He reaches. Los reaches into it, slams down a hand axe. Dead center of the table. And this belongs to you.
Ooh, I get it back. Thank you.
We still remember how that hurt Mama. She's still there, little old frail lady, just, trying to slowly chew her.
Oh, stop doing that.
Hate that sound.
Gross.
That is gross.
I know.
This
I
is
know.
this is the
I know.
torture.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're so welcome.
Now you guys all know how I felt when he did the spiders.
Oh.
He's
Naturally
getting it to do with the masochating. He's done it with the spiders. For me, it's him self-grandizing and talking about how he's better than everyone else. When really, that kid deserved a good spank on the backside when he was a child. There.
So if we're playing a tit for a tat at this table, you give Rek the truth about his dad's death. You make Scar cry, but your way to undo that crying is to give her back something. Why don't we play the tit for tat back?
As usual. You're misinterpreting
you
my
open-
intentions as bad as always. Oh, you shouldn't kill this guy. That's evil.
No. You want to play the tit, I will play the tat.
Oh, he definitely
Oh,
plays
sure,
the
for
tits,
everybody.
that's for
Let's
sure.
Q, go ahead.
Q opens up her bag that she has it in front of her. That Los knows what bag that is.
Please tell me his dad's head's in there. You just roll it out
And
to
she
him.
pulls out a necklace.
Go on.
Did you ever tell your aunt what happened to her necklace that's in my hand?
What's the significance of this neck?
This is a family heirloom. Don't you remember? And you were supposed to give it to your first love.
Yana.
You gave it to me to hold on to. I pull a servant over. Go give this back to Laura.
You've gotten Los's very much attention. For a second, I'm not as good an actor. But all that hatred softens at the sight of that necklace. Tatiana. And then resolves hard again. Touché. I miss these little tit for tats.
But there's one thing. Our family can tit for tat. Everyone else at this table is not consenting to that tit and tat. You want us to play with you? You treat us with respect. I'm the only one you can tit for tat, and you know that.
Oh,
I'll treat you
Crag.
however I please. If I want to destroy you, I'll do it like this, but this is too much fun. Death would be too
Breaking the
boring.
hospitality rule.
Oh, I'm not going to do it now. There's more time. Unless you all willingly agree to join and hand over a lightsaber. I need a blood pledge. You see.
we can't harm ourselves for you.
Time out. That includes no swapping bodily functions without consent.
What?
I want
You
you to
can't have
join.
my pee. You can't have my pee.
No, he pulls out like a golden cup with emerald jewels. His normal hands all of a sudden come out with those Freddy Krueger things that you've seen before. Slices a thing right here, and blood, black ink blood just starts dripping and filling up this blood, this cup, and then it stops.
Okay, I'm not sharing my bodily fluids with you.
If you willingly drink this, you will become a vampire.
You just told us we can't share bodily fluids, so
Without
no, thank you.
consent. Without consent. So
I didn't hear that part.
Okay, well that's what I mean. That's like what I'm saying is without
Oh,
consent.
speaking of bodily fluids, Craig, it really looks like you have to go to the bathroom.
Hmm.
I do too. Is there a washroom around here somewhere we could use? And we promise we won't share bodily fluids.
Hitchcock. Lead him where he needs to go.
Please don't tell me his first name is Alfred.
Alfreda.
It's the woman.
Yeah, it's Alfreda Hitchcock.
Does she have a
With
wee
no
bit of
tongue,
a
with her
bump in
tongue
front of
obviously
her?
cut off. She motions for Armolad and Crag. By the way, this whole time, the other people are there, like the Barovians, or they're like just trying to be as like far apart and inconspicuous as possible. Except for right now, one of the little kids just goes. See where this is going. Let's see where this is going. Crag, Armolad. Hitchcock escorts you out. There's a little bit of a hallway. And torchlit flutters against the walls of this vaulted hall. To the east, an arched hallway stretches for 20 feet, ending at a spiral case that goes up and down. Next to the hallway, a suit of armor, oiled and glistening, stands at attention in a shallow alcove. To the west, large double doors hanging slightly open, and a steady bright light escapes through the opening. And immediately in front of you are two doors or restrooms or facilities. She can't talk, so she just stands there. What would you like to do?
We
Well, I think-
shall pass.
Well, I think Crag wants to, use the facilities in silence, no awkward, like, kind of talking there, The normal
shut
rules
here?
for using the room there.
Okay.
We definitely don't want Hitchcock with us.
If you want to have a little conversation while you pee awkwardly,
Yes.
this is the time to do it. The noise of you peeing is going to have to maybe counteract her listening at the door. Roll for pee.
I think that's a constitution roll.
Ignore me. Please continue. What did you want? You have
There, I
you're by
rolled for-
yourself.
Sorry, that was 7p, not 4p. Okay. If we're gonna find the scroll.
Look it up. I
Oh,
hit it.
scroll.
Thigh bone.
I hit it.
The thigh bone of Sir Saint Markovia. You didn't hide very well.
Oh.
We had to get out of there, and perhaps
You'll find anything that we attempt at this moment to
Why
find
is
out
there
will probably breach hospitality.
we aren't doing any harm to them.
There will be places that will be off limits. I do not think he will allow us to peruse and find something that will be bloody dangerous to him.
You were warned by Jack Slater about that. They're forbidden zones, and don't get caught.
Well, that's the thing. Don't get caught.
Why do you think I didn't want Jack to be by himself? I wanted him in front of us because I had a fear that he would do it, get caught, and then, Carlos would just then argue that we had breached the hospitality, that we were trying to distract him. And then he tries to kill us. There and then. You have to be careful with rules of hospitality.
Well, the ploy is to not get caught. Perhaps we could pass without trace.
How much do you want to do in half an hour? Knowing
Well, technically, the spell lasts for up to an hour, but yeah, half an hour sounds like an appropriate.
Oh,
amount of
half an
time.
hour for us to go out and then make our
Yeah.
way back.
for us to finish this episode in 30
Oh,
minutes.
yes, exactly. Well, I have a question for you, Carlos. Was the episode going to continue at this, or were we going to be leaving
I
at the
think
end?
it's a good. I think right now is a pretty good resolution point. Unless, I mean, usually what's gonna I'm gonna be honest with you. If we start a fight, there's no way you guys survive. But that's okay because we can still play as zombies.
I have a
I
backup
wasn't
character.
planning on starting a fight.
Otherwise, I think that there's one more thing that might need to happen, but ultimately, I think right now this dinner's going really good.
The funny thing is, Slater hasn't said anything during this dinner.
He's been very careful with what. Yes,
Let's not give him any
but I've
reason
got that's what's
to
coming
move.
next.
to move it.
Maybe.
Let him just keep it here. And when I want to retrieve it, I will retrieve it.
What are you leaving?
Okay.
The thigh bone. I'm not going to go for it. No. I'm just saying, look, the fact that this is too much to risk at the
Okay.
moment.
I just wanted to give you the opportunity.
I can appreciate that, but
It's a whole dungeon crawl to get that. FYI. All right, we return to the dinner then. Just in time for dessert. You take your seats at the normal. You see that everybody's like, just has that nerve. Right now, there's this nervous tension of family drama and being brought up. new information being brought out. And then interrupted happily by the servants bringing up desserts. Finally, brings out a small little cup for small little thing for everybody, and a central dish, silver. Lifts up the dish. My favorite. Chilled monkey brains.
Not blood pudding?
The little for those with, in fact, for those that could probably, let's just say yes. Scar, why don't you roll me a perception check with advantage? With advantage, this is definitely Piccolo, the Blinky's monkey that you guys were just with the day earlier.
Oof.
And you see them like scooping out, like just the top part of his head is removed, and there you can see the brain and like a sort of jelly thing, and people were scooping out a little bits with a little melon scooper, placing it nicely on the little silver egg holder thing, and but immediately as seeing that,
wait,
oh my God.
you see, she saw throw up. She literally throws up on the side, like it's like no fucking way.
And then yes, amazing, thump on the table as Jack Slater finally gets up. Piccolo, monster.
Jack. Sit down.
Roll me a persuasion check, or an intimidation, or whatever you want to do to.
I'll assist because I suck at that.
I will assist with my actual skill.
I'm gonna go with
gets
intimidation.
And looks at Slater and goes, I would suggest you sit now.
Oh, jeez.
You are my guest.
You get advantage on that.
I got a natural 20. I was so upset. I am fuming. I'm like, this dinner is over now.
But I wanted to taste the monkey.
Reluctantly and with great pain, like everybody, Scar and Crag are saying things, and you gently put your hand on his shoulder, and as soon as you touch, calm down for a second. All right. Sits down again wordlessly.
As Slater sits down nervously, I look at Scar going, we're cleaning you up right now. I'm getting the servants to called over right now. You are going to the washroom right now. I do not care.
Let the ladies leave. Hitchcock, show them. And he's looking.
Use the
he's
door
not
on the
breaking
right.
eye contact. He's not breaking eye contact with Jack.
Okay. So, Scar, go get cleaned up. Q does sit back down, but she's watching these two.
Hey, time out. I want to hear what Scar said.
I said, I got a natural 20 on intimidation, and that didn't do anything when I said this dinner party is over with a natural 20.
Oh, that, yeah. That's the one, like, I mean, I thought you were trying to calm Jack Slater down.
No. I was told Jack to sit the fuck down.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we were doing, is getting Jack to sit down.
Let's reframe. He sits down, and then you say this dinner is over. Again, he's just eating this. He's just eating.
What's he? Just handmaid's tale us in front
Time out.
of
He's
us?
just watching. He's just looking straight at him and having the big giant bite of the monkeys. Then leave.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Fine.
You muted
you-
yourself.
You
Something's
muted
happening
yourself.
outside. That's why.
I've got cops with guns outside my house.
Oh shit.
You probably deal with that. In fact, one, yeah. This is
And
probably a
then
good time to.
my neighbor,
Oh,
my on
I
the
thought
other
that.
side.
I thought ice was coming for you, man. Jeez, you scared me.
No,
Ready
he
to-
said U.S. Marshals.
Okay.
Ooh, things are getting exciting.
Well, the guy just came by with his hand on the gun going that way. I see.
Okay.
Okay, go watch. Report later.
But I mean that's why I said holy shit. Okay.
Classic America.
Scar has an outburst.
Sorry, I got totally, sidetracked seeing a police officer.
Real life
You know.
stuff happens. We get it. Real life stuff happens. I get it. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Your
trying
screamed outburst
watch
of this dinner is over. And you slam down on the table. The glass, the goblet of his blood spills on the table and just makes a pool. Because I'm assuming nobody was going to drink it, right?
Oh, God.
Nobody's going to
Correct.
take this off. All right. Spills out and it says, again, still just watching straight at him. Fine. Then leave. This hospitality is over. When you leave the door, it's over. Immediately
You mean
the,
when we get back? You mean when we get back to town?
Actually, Crag's going to say, rules of hospitality say we get back to where we came from safely. Don't forsake the rules.
Don't tell me the rules of my
what's
own
that?
land. Holy man.
These
Just
are
leave.
not the rules of the land. They're the rules of nature, and they're older than you. You are playing with powers you do not understand, and I'm warning you for your own safety.
Consider me
Houston
warned.
stands up and says, "The rest of the party can leave right now. I'll be the last one to leave."
And it happens. Make it so. What's the last thing you want to say before you leave these doors?
He looks at Los, looks at Laura, looks at Maria. I have no qualms with the girls. My qualm is with you. That will at some point have to be fixed before your mother passes. And walks out.
Nice shot.
The doors close loudly behind you as he's just there, now with a toothpick. Outside, Hitchcock and the burgomaster and his wife and the teenage boy, they're all very. We're alive. Okay, we can all go now, right? Quickly, let's get out of here. And they make a hasty retreat whilst Hitchcock leads you out. The gates again open loudly and squeakily as you approach. There still is the black carriage waiting for you all.
You really need to get those gates oiled. Pulls out an oil can. Squeeze.
The doors slowly close as you enter into the black
Alright.
carriage led by 4 black horses, all 6 of you.
Is there actually a place where the driver would sit? Or is it not? Is it designed not to have one?
It's more like designed not to have one.
Oh, okay.
And with those doors shut, I think we're going to end this episode.
Mhm.
As you
So we're
make your
not-
save.
Okay, so I was going, do we make it back to town?
Yes, on your way back to town.
Okay.
We
On
make
our
it
way
back-
back to town. Okay.
No, we make it to town and we're in our bed.
Flash forward. Let me continue then, fine. The memory of the night's events, the conversations, the revelations play slowly through your head. The things. Did you get information? Did you leak too much? Did you make a good decision by not investigating the crypt? Eventually, a major part of you is like, I'm alive. The welcoming sight of the church is there. Sanctuary, safety. It's late in the morning, the witching hour, close to 3. You're so dead tired. Those that ate feel extra tired. Nothing poisonous, just, it was a good,
Full belly.
big meal. Food coma's happening. Sleep comes to you quickly. Maybe not restfully. We'll find out
The
next
ones that
time.
ate. The ones that ate, correct? Okay.
Yeah. Now, before we end off this episode, is there anything that anybody wants to do?
I
Just,
talk.
just pointing that out. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
go ahead, Scott.
poisoning me.
I go to Slater and I touch his shoulder. It's like, I am so sorry for your monkey.
Thank you, Scott. It's been nothing but loss and loss and loss with Los in other parts of my life. You are a strong and powerful woman. I'm happy to have you as an ally. And a friend. And you could see like it's still like he's he grabs his little bottle that he's been like you can see now that he has his bottle. Pours out a little bit for Piccolo. Takes a big swig. And offers you some.
Piccolo.
He's got something.
All right.
Um,
And with
Everyone-
that, well, hang on. With that, we'll fade off on Scar and Jack Slater saying goodbye to Piccolo. Q.
Q actually gets up on the roof of the inn or tavern, wherever they're staying.
Right, the church.
Um,
Oh, you can go all the way to the top where the bells are.
she goes right up to all the way to the top. She
Sweet.
goes all the way to the top. Learning from Narissa how to navigate, how to get onto rooftops. She's up there.
I forgot
she's-
to do one more thing. Please continue.
And she pulls out her bag and scoops up the necklace she handed to Los.
Did you give him a fake one?
She's missing a necklace on her neck.
Interesting. Ta-da. We'll leave on that little mystery there, and what, unless you want to reveal what that does now, so that I could plan for it.
So to put in more perspective, the necklace was a heirloom from Laura, given to Los when he turned 13. Growing up with Q, Los wasn't around other females. And Laura told him to give it to the first person he has eye for. Q, not knowing what that is, didn't know anything because of the history of the necklace. The necklace was actually a gift from Los's dad to Maria. It was her wedding necklace. He gives it to Q. Q, not knowing what it is, has pushed it away. The night at the dinner, she got peed. And reliving back the history, the conversation at the table and all that, she basically went, you know what? Let's tit for tat. She took off the necklace prior hand that's been not working here and made it look like the other necklace and gave it to him. So she already knows right now he's probably about to get an earful. And she's just listening out for it.
All right. And with that, though, I think we're going to close off today's chapter. Dinner with the Santos family and with Los. The one thing I forgot to bring up that I regret is I forgot to bring up to Armolad how he felt that Q all this time has been secretly feeding all this backstabby stuff to the Arcana Pensophagal and working with the bad guys, being different members, constantly shifting.
I've only been one bad person.
That's not what Los would have said, though.
I know.
I regret that. That was the one thing I forgot to do. Dang it.
Well, now we know, so we can assume that it actually happened.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
You can try to screw me over, but if you don't tell me about it, I don't have to listen.
Thank you for playing. This was fun. Yeah. I guess we're not sure what's going to happen in the next 2-3 weeks.
So someone's away.
Someone's away.
Yeah, unfortunately, I am on the road to Norway and back, so.
All right.
We could say that the revelations of the Arcana Pensophagal messing with you and still lying to you about your father drives a wedge that drives you away temporarily.
So if you can find somebody who is willing to host the sessions, go ahead, have fun. Ray's probably somewhere pontificating over the bunny slippers.
Or do we want to just take a pause for like 3 weeks? At the good midway point.
It's up to you guys.
Is it 2 weeks or 3 weeks, Wooster?
I don't know yet. We only have a date when we are leaving, not a date when we are returning.
Oh, so it might be 3 days instead of 3 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, it might be.
So,
it might not be.
Yeah. That I probably won't be able to do the second because me and the missus are talking about doing something because it'll be the beginning of the Edinburgh Festival there. And we're wanting to at least catch, potentially go to the Usher Hall and catch the Veil of the Temple, which is John Taverner piece, which is like 8 hours long. Because he actually keeps, it's a piece of music that he keeps building onto it, on top in different styles there. So you know, it goes through like all the different kind of religious themes, you know, from across the world, sort of thing.
8 hours?
Oh yeah, because like the first section starts is like 20 minutes long,
Wow.
and as each piece is added to it, each section gets longer and longer and longer because more is added to it. There.
All right. Not to interrupt, but it's close to the end of the day. I'm getting hungry for some nachos.
Yep.
I
Not
think
just the regular ones. You want the bonus
no.
ones.
Yeah, bonus nachos.
Yep.
Bonus
Those
nachos,
are
y'all.
So
Bonus
we
nacho.
may be doing
We'll let
something.
people know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll put it
We'll
in
play
the
it by
Discord.
ear.